Joe Jonas, 1/3 of the Jonas Brothers, and his soon-to-be ex-wife, Sophie Turner, making headlines, obviously, in the wake of the quote-unquote disillusion. Apparently, Joe Jonas decided to log into his Ring camera account at his home in Florida, which is where Sophie had been with the kids, you know, him and the Joe Bros, getting ready to go back on tour. And you know, that was the initial headline was Joe Jonas sees something on like Ring camera and says that's the last straw. Well, now we found out that it wasn't so much what he saw, it was what he heard. Apparently Sophie was there talking about him with one of her homegirls. And that got his manties all in a wad. And he was like, she's talking about me with her friends. I want a divorce. And that's exactly how I imagine him doing it too. And it just got me thinking like.
You shouldn't marry gay men.
He's not. He's like a little rock star, whatever. But it does seem like a puss move. Like, I'm going to divorce you over something that I heard you saying to a friend. I'm sure there were other issues in the marriage prior to. I know you pointed out he's probably already sleeping with somebody else. That's neither here nor there, in my opinion. I'm talking specifically about this. Like, for eons, women have gone out with and talked about their partners. And I think men do the same thing, or y'all just don't talk. Y'all probably have a rule where we don't talk about spouses at all, just to get away from the spouses. Talking shit, venting is a part of life. You know, we have therapists that we pay money to in order to allow us to talk shit about our partner, our children, our parents, our jobs, whatever. We pay people to do this. So what is the difference between getting a little free therapy on your front porch with your homegirl or paying a therapist to talk shit about your man? At the end of the day, people get on each other's nerves. I don't think that that's a reason why you get divorced, but I also feel like that's such an invasion of privacy to log into your Ring camera, to turn the audio on, and then to use what you observe in a private moment against someone.
Yeah, I think in today's day and age.
In a partnership.
In today's day and age, if you don't expect that someone is tracking you or listening to you or watching video cameras with you on them, then you're kind of living in a different time zone.
Isn't that in the vows, like to honor, trust, cherish,
really?
all these things?
I mean,
like,
well, you're correct. It's in the vows and it's in this. Yet the divorce rate of 30 years ago and the divorce rate now, it's like people get married now and they get divorced in a year. They get divorced in 2 years. The divorce rate is so high that it's just
stop eavesdropping on your partner through the Ring camera. I mean, if you're going to get upset at the thought of your significant other about you to a friend, to a confidant. I mean, it's in the name of the person that they're talking. They're confidant, like someone you confide in. Like, if you're going to violate their trust and their privacy by ear hustling in on a private conversation, don't be mad at what you hear. It's like the age-old adage, don't go looking for something you don't want to find, right? Men have been saying it to their partners for decades when it comes to cell phones and text messages and photos.
Everything.
Don't go looking for something. Don't ask a question you don't want the answer to. All of this shit. Now, y'all are on the other side of it, literally logging in and wanting to watch it in HD. I don't understand.
New age things. You said you want to evolve. That's part of evolving.
No.
Oh, no. That's part of it.
No, putting
it's
a tracker
clearly part of it.
On your partner or having those are there for the safety of your home, right? If you're away and you're trying to check in, make sure everything is good, or if God forbid there is an incident, now you've got footage of hopefully whoever the perpetrator was.
So your family sharing thing on your phone is not so you can log in and know.
It's for
that
safety.
Your wife
it's not so you can stalk your children.
Yeah, or your wife says, I'm going to get my nails done, and she's at the bar. You know, I mean, that's what people think of it as. People who are in situations like celebrities, for instance, probably have a more difficult time trusting their partners to some extent because all they have to do is walk outside and get some pussy.
Let me tell you something. Joe Schmo, the trash man, can get as much like I'm not even buying into the whole and I understand that I have a lot of friends that are high profile people, so like I understand what you're saying. Like, a man is only as faithful as his options, and the same can be true of a woman, I'm sure, at that level. I think that this goes beyond celebrity and whatever. This is one of those things where we are getting so used to having
if you had a
unlimited access.
You had a
no
man
way.
that was...
I don't want to know. I learned my lesson from Twitter. Like, I thought I was part of the FBI special task force. Like, I promise you, really and truthfully, if Twitter profiles were a part of profiling serial killers, boy, hire me now. Because I'm going to find them. I was a lurker. Hi, my name is Kimmy B. I am a reformed Twitter lurker. What? The deep dot was next level. I lost days, probably weeks or months of my life stalking my ex on Twitter. Like, for real. When we were broken up, like just trying to figure out. I didn't call him on it. I was literally just trying to look and that was a subliminal tweet. Now who's this and who's following and what did he like? And okay, I'm going to go over here and who is this person? Now I'm in her profile. Nah, it's a mess. I learned my lesson. No, I don't even follow the people that I date on social media. There's a level of peace that comes with just not knowing. And if I can't trust you in that way, like I used to do the drive-bys in college, like, and I don't even care. I will own it and admit I lived with athletes. I would literally be watching one girl walk out the door and get into an elevator knowing there was another one coming up. And the likelihood that they could possibly see each other, I'd be like, oh, please don't let me have to break no in the hallway right now. Everybody was babe because I didn't want to mess people's names up. Like, I saw it all. I had a 6'5" roommate who caught himself creepy crawling through the backyard, banging on the slider because he got caught driving at a drive-thru at a Dunkin' Donuts by his girl in somebody else's car. 6'5". I've seen it. I know how shady can be. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't want the password to the Ring camera at your house. Like, if we live together and I have access, that's a different situation. But there's some I don't want to know.
Clearly people want to know.
Why?
They just do.
Do you want to fight? Like, no. And then but then there's also a control element of it. And there's, again, like that speaks to the level of respect your person has for you. Like, if you log in, maybe you get an alert on your phone and you see that your wife is having girls' night and you then choose to turn on the audio and listen, that's trash. Like, that's just a trashy move. That's a trashy move.
But that's today's society.
Because on the flip side of that,
90% of today's society lives through other people's.
That's whack, though. It's whack.
But that's the way it is.
Because you know what? If your girl was doing the same thing and it was poker night and she heard some
oh, she definitely hears
and then brought it to, you know what I mean?
Because guys talk all the time.
But like, or he's cheating, you know what I'm saying? Now all of a sudden she's in the drama.
Even if they're making it up.
You'd have a problem with it, I think. I like most men that I know would take issue with their person bringing something to their attention that they found in a covert manner, right? Like, so Johnny's cheating on Sharon? How the where'd you get that from?